Hey everybody, Healthy Prepper here. Here's some ideas on the 5 disasters in prepping. Don't let these things happen to you. Okay, the first one is bugs. Just know that in a lot of your pre-packaged foods, you can have bugs already inside the box, inside the flour, inside the pasta, inside the potatoes. Um, know that it comes that way. So given the right temperature, if it's warm, if there's enough moisture around, if the bugs have enough oxygen inside the bags, you will more than likely get a bug bloom. So make sure you take steps such as vacuum sealing or mylar bagging and using oxygen absorbers in the mylar bags to avoid bugs. Also protect your pantry or any food storage area that you have from bugs coming from the outside. You may want to place some bug traps or some boric acid around the walls or inside the cupboards, or maybe periodically spray those year-long or 6-month-long sprays that you can get at the Home Depots and things like that, periodically to keep your room bug-free. So do what you can to protect from bugs. There's nothing sadder than opening something that you've been eagerly looking forward to use in your prepping stores and finding out somebody beat you to it that has too little antenna looking back at you. Okay, so the next disaster is a flood. Kind of think about where your pantry is and if it's subject to flood, or could waters come in and basically drown your pantry. You want to make sure that if things are on the ground level that you have protection from water. Are your containers going to protect your food from water? Are they in plastic vacuum seal bags or Ziploc bags or Mylar bags, which will work very well in water? Or if you have any kind of, if you're in a hurricane area, which is pretty much everywhere now, apparently, if water did come in, would you be able to salvage some of your food preps? Think about what could possibly happen that might destroy your pantry. Then think about rats. You may or may not have to deal with rats now, but if we do experience an apocalyptic pinch, you may have to deal with this at some point. So this is where the 5-gallon buckets come in handy. Rats are very strong and they can chew through regular bins, the plastic bins that we get, the totes, the storage totes. I don't know if there's anything that can truly keep a rat out if it has its mind on getting in there, but you do want to consider, what would I do if there was no electricity and this went on for quite a long time and all of a sudden there were a lot of rats in the area and they were after my food. We did unfortunately experience one episode with rats, and it didn't happen in our pantry, thank goodness, but they did come in the house and it was not pleasant and they were very hard to get rid of. Finally got rid of them, and I don't ever want to go through that again as long as I live. Okay, so the next one would be staleness, or integrity of the food. Certain things such as light and oxygen exposure can rob your food of freshness and rich nutrient quality. So be sure, again, here's the containers, that you put your food, when you purchase it, if you're going to not be eating it if you're going to be eating it longer than 3 months away, you definitely want to consider changing the container that it's in. This is where you want to consider the Mylar bags, Mylar Ziploc bags, putting an oxygen absorber in a Mylar bag, or considering the vacuum seal bags and doing, you can even do a Mylar vacuum seal combo for very long term with an oxygen absorber. Then not enough variety. This is can be a big disaster in prepping. Some people are out there storing buckets of rice and beans and rice and beans and rice and beans, and studies have been done that show that people get bored eating the same food all the time, to the point so bored they will stop eating even though they're hungry and it's nutritious food. They will not eat it. So it's very important that you incorporate variety into your prepping. And prepping food tends to be heavy on the stomach, and it's hard to eat day after day after day. So try and think of things that will give you variety, such as vegetables will make things lighter and easier to digest. You don't want to be eating just straight carbohydrates and canned meats all the time. It's very tough on the stomach. So think about spices, think about sweeteners, think about cayenne pepper, different packages of little flavorings that you can put away, possibly vacuum seal, and just put them in a container in the dark without any oxygen, possibly an oxygen absorber in there. So those are things to think about when you're protecting your prepping items. And remember, folks, collect and protect. That's the happy way to a happy and healthy prepper. Take care, everyone. Healthy prepper.